I'm quite annoyed.
Yeah.
Something went wrong with that Windows update, so I had to wait on it to roll back.
Nice.
Yeah. And I hate their error messages. They're not useful. Like, literally, I got one on this one that said, something didn't go as planned. Please leave your computer on while we try a few things.
Right.
Like, what kind of fucking message is that?
It's a Microsoft message, sir.
They used to give, at least technical, information. I don't know. It annoys me. On the plus side, I had delicious Taco Bell for lunch.
I have chimichangas in the microwave.
Nice. Taco Bell brought back the Mexi Melt, so I'm very happy.
I won't be happy till they bring back the quesarito.
Well, considering, that it took them like 5 years to bring back the Mexi Melt.
Right.
Mexi Melt's delicious, though. It's not a quesarito, but it's still delicious. Just meat and cheese and pico de gallo slammed into a tortilla and folded over and heated. Alright, so today I'm going to figure out how to start my company. I did a little reading, and I think I know how to do it, and if I'm right, it's going to be a grind.
I mean, I would assume so. It is a simulator, sir.
Well, I know, but...
And you were getting robbed yesterday, so...
Yeah. Well, it is apparently not based on... Like, I've been kind of screwing myself, if the internet is right, and it's not based on your level or your certifications. It's based on you saving up 25 grand. Enough money to start the company and buy a plane. Because there's some dude that was like, yeah, I paid $1,000 to start the company, $24,000 for a used Cessna, and now I make 30 grand a mission.
You can then hire employees who you will rob.
Right! I get to become the capitalist pig next. Any update on a hot fix for Star Citizen?
Not yet. It is Saturday, so it's possible there won't be one. Other than the jump points causing CTDs when you're in proximity to them, the build is running well.
I would assume they would want the jump points to fucking work, though.
Yeah. Like, one thing is, the jump point itself is functional. Like, I managed to get into one earlier for a couple seconds. Something about the visuals of it are causing a CTD.
It's too beautiful for your computer.
It is. Microwave beeped. Be right back.
Yep. Headquarters. How much money do I not have?
5,000 schmeckles.
Oh, I think I have less schmeckles than that.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. I have 1,950 schmeckles. Oh, that's right, because I actually, before I figured everything out last night, I paid for my tailwheel endorsement. Well, I might as well do my tailwheel cert. Since I, paid the fucking credits for it.
Yeah.
Did you see what I said about that helicopter mission last night?
Yeah.
It's like, if it took off, it's like 3,482 nautical miles to your destination. It's like, all right, what kind of magic fucking helicopter have you given me here, game?
Big. Big chungus.
The biggest chunkus. Oh, small tires. This thing's going to be a ball ache to land.
As covered in our briefing, we'll be performing a standard traffic pattern around my...
Now we get to find out if they simulated tail drift when you're taxiing these
Remember
things.
that tail riggers do not behave in the same way as tricycle-geared aircraft while taxiing, taking off, and landing. Try to maintain center line and anticipate rear-wheel drift while turning on the taxiway. Keep your speed low while taxiing.
Spent like
Brake progressively
an
while
hour
pitching right
earlier
once you land to avoid flipping the
trying to
aircraft
fix the
over.
flaps.
Yeah?
Because what I did, like I went as far as going into the VKB software, converting one of the three-way switches on the throttle into an axis.
Start gently pitching back to take off. Keep your feet
Turns out the
on
plane I was
brakes
using-
for left-turning tendencies.
It looks like some kind of training jet.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out on me again.
Might be so. Loading into a server.
Ah. So did you have a busted jet or plane was the problem?
Oh yeah, I switched planes and suddenly, hey, the flaps work perfectly. I guess. I think it's one of the default ones, though. I've never seen it before, so...
What was it?
I don't remember. It was some kind of training jet looking type thing.
Was it made by Pilatus?
Maybe.
Okay, I can take a look later.
It was green.
Okay, I think I know which plane you're talking about. And considering the fact that she specifically said something about rear wheel drift during the flight briefing, yes, they did bother to simulate it, which is going to be annoying.
What, that your rear wheel catches wind, or what?
No, it's a tail dragger. The rear wheel can drift as the tail vibrates. Like, it doesn't necessarily drag in a straight line if you're not paying attention. Not trying to be a smartass here, but it's not something you would ever have really noticed if you don't taxi a lot in these games. And since you have a tendency to start in midair, I don't know that you've ever dealt with it.
Well, no. I usually start on runways.
Oh, in other words, you don't taxi.
Yeah. I just like taking off.
Alright, and we're up. And I am going to turn the game audio down because, goddamn, this thing is loud.
The amount of people who clearly don't read patch notes is way too high.
Yeah.
The amount of people complaining about the jump gate, asking me about the jump gate, is almost as high as it usually is. Even though they've got a big old bold note that says, don't go to the jump gate.
Right. Another thing to check on, make sure your AI auto trim is off in your piloting assistance.
Yeah, I've got like the first 3 disabled.
Okay.
Because the problem I was having with that plane was, I would put the flap switch down, the flaps would go down a couple degrees, then go back up on their own.
That's
That's what I thought it was initially. I'm like, there's some kind of assistance turned on, but I checked all of it.
I would have turned it on and off again, just to make sure, because that's exactly what that does. You change the trim, if the AI doesn't like it, it'll change it back.
have switching planes fix it.
Weird. I wonder if there are plane-by-plane settings, so that's not supposed to be one of them, but they do exist.
Those should just be controls, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I just spitballing because like I know that there are plane-specific controls and stuff, but I've seen the 2020 sim do weirder shit, so. I have my trim bound to that knob on the top of my throttle so that I can make super precise adjustments to it.
I've got it on a wheel on the back of the throttle. One firm roll of the wheel is 1 degree.
You say it's 1 degree?
Yeah.
Mine's a good deal more sensitive than that. Like one twitch of the wheel.
I can probably set it up to be a bit more. I could probably make it more sensitive, which would probably be helpful because it's a little bit finicky.
Yeah. Well,
if I need to adjust my trim by like 5 degrees, I gotta sit there and roll the wheel 5 times.
Well, I did mine as sensitive as I did because I could put it between my thumb and my forefinger and move it that way, just very slightly, without taking my hand off the throttle.
Kilo Lima November Alpha Traffic Cub Crafters Foxtrot. Hotel Sierra Victor X-Ray is on final runway 28 to land.
Alright, now the hard part with tail draggers. Okay, might have made it. I'm always scared to hit the brakes too hard in one of these things because the first thing it wants to do is flip onto its nose.
Well, a lot of those smaller planes want to do that.
Yeah, but the Cub Crafter's really bad about it. The thing, it doesn't weigh anything. I mean, this thing gets off the ground. Look at my airspeed indicator over there. Rotates at 45 knots. I don't think you had gotten in yet, or joined us the first day that when I finally got in, I was flying one of these, and I changed the weather, and I had a strong enough crosswind that the plane was just going straight sideways.
I remember.
I don't. I have a... Bit's always like, you have such a great memory. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You really don't. She's just a goldfish.
She's around children all the time, so I think it has messed with her attention span. I don't understand why some of these planes are parked here, Flight Sim.
Why not?
The training jet that was back there, why is that here?
Why not?
Fair enough, but I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
flying today. You've clearly shown that you have what it takes to fly tailriggers and did so like a pro.
Damn. Okay. I did pretty good on that flight.
Ois.
All right. Well, that will open up some more missions for me. I finally managed to get my rotorcraft CPL last night too.
Ois.
I had to go through all the training. Flying helicopters is complicated. I'm almost to cargo transport. All right, now let's see if we can make some cash. I need a better mission filter game. And I am going to be skipping chunks of missions to get that money.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think I have it in me to fly a helicopter for a whole ass hour.
No.
Because you cannot trim a helicopter up and just let it kind of fly like you can with a plane. Oh, my character looked all professional there. Man, look at that guy. Look like my old man. Except without the Captain Picard fringe.
Ground service, this is flight LAI 112 parking 4. Clear to start passenger boarding. Understood, Captain. We're proceeding. Fly safe.
What? Police? What? Am I like escorting somebody in the witness protection program?
Neat little helicopter.
Hi there, ready to leave? Your main
I had on my
personnel
chopper.
rep is on the go for a business meeting and needs a short and quick transfer to Newark Liberty International.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little chopper.
Uphold the company's standards, and I'm sure the client will just have to enjoy the view. See you.
Get in the chopper. Yeah, Screeny.
Madam, we are currently in line for takeoff and are expected to be in the air soon. Thank you for your attention.
Is this thing gonna actually power up? I didn't like that noise. What the fuck was that?
Bipping, perhaps?
Sound like metal on metal.
Bipping needs an oil change.
We're just skipping a takeoff. I hate taxiing choppers.
Kilo Mike Kilo traffic lights here. Lima Alpha India 112 taking off runway 36 west departure. Placeholder.
That bit of text just literally went, placeholder.
Nice.
Fly to Newark Liberty International, 76 miles. Fuck you. I am not doing that in the chopper. Get to the chopper. Get out of the chopper.
Adam, as we start our descent toward Newark Liberty INTL, make sure that your seatbelt is fastened. Thank you for your cooperation.
I mean, I guess it does make sense to tell her to fasten her seatbelt, but if I was in a helicopter, I would never unbuckle my seatbelt under any circumstances.
Right.
I told you before about my dad and helicopters, right? Like how he would never
Maybe. Dunno.
he would never let anybody else fly him anywhere in a chopper.
Oh.
Like when they used to, I can remember one of his buddies telling a story where they went out to Fort Huachuca, Arizona to do their 2 weeks of active duty with the Guard. And he was a lieutenant colonel at this point, and they wanted to take him around and show him some stuff on base. And he made the pilot assigned to the chopper get in the co-pilot seat because he's would not let anybody fly him in a helicopter. He didn't trust anybody but himself.
Why?
Uh,
Oh.
I mean, the man spent an awful lot of time in being shot at in helicopters, so I think it probably was some PTSD.
Yeah, yeah.
Walnut Brain can barely manage the stairs, let alone fly a helicopter, Greenie. So, Layden, how are you looking at this? When it works, it's fantastic. When it works, and speaking of working, I think we may have just run into a bug. Calm down, lady. I'm just trying to make the game understand that we're approaching the runway. Yeah, it's not registering that we're on final. Alright, well, what happens if I just say, screw you, air traffic control, and just go land this thing somewhere?
Probably nothing.
Nope, there we go. I think that would have been quite the bumpy... No, 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 no.
This is intense here.
Stop that. Collective, come on. Why is my... See, I haven't touched my trim this whole flight, and it's suddenly gone to... negative 42. Let's sort that out real quick. That might make taxiing a little easier if my helicopter's not constantly trying to flip itself over.
Well, 4.0's got a new bug.
Oh, good.
I just got murdered by my hangar. I spawned my Nomad. The elevator came up. I started running out onto it before it was all the way up, like I always do. And then it immediately teleported back down.
But I'm in a hurry now. Gotta pick up the pace.
All the way down.
Oh.
The Nomad did not go with it. The Nomad fell back down onto it. This happened multiple times. Initially, I wasn't taking damage. The last time, I just suddenly dropped dead.
Oh.
There's an IC for it that's already been confirmed. Issue was created 19 hours ago, so it looks like it was for this build.
Did you copy?
So that's a hell of a bug, buddy.
Yeah. Just watching the Nomad fall from the sky all the way down to the elevator in an extra large hangar.
Ugh, 3,000. I'm getting robbed here, man. I'm looking for some missions that actually pay well, chat, so... But I'm also trying to avoid helicopter missions if I can. Plus, I actually need to, I can get some more mission types if I can get some good landings in planes. So this will give me something that, although I feel like I might, maybe if I take some missions in the Cubcrafter or the other tail draggers, because they're, especially the Cubcrafter's so slow on approach that it's really hard to bounce one. That is a paint job on that plane. Jeez.
Oh, nice.
Horizon Airlines cargo. Shrink distances and unlock potentials. I wonder if they had their AI come up with that.
Had to have.
I mean, that is... You're right, that is corporate speak. Like,
The maintenance supervisor. Thanks for taking care of this ferry flight. This freshly revised 172 Skyhawk needs to get to SAR Union. Now that it's repaired, the owner needs her aircraft flown back to a field near her place. She is already waiting for it. Her name is Mrs. Andrea Betterman. Don't take risks. See you. Coleman traffic by Dare, Lima Oscar Echo 549er is taxiing to runway 5.
well, I already don't have good hopes for the landing in this mission. So, we'll just see how it goes.
Wind.
No, it's in a field. It's not on the paved runway. Which means that if a large amount, my approach won't matter, because if the game decides that there's a bump or a rut in the field, there's fuck all I can do about it.
Yeah.
Coleman traffic by Dare, Lima Oscar Echo 549er, taking off runway 5 departure to the west.
Okay. Gotta pull a... Hey, at least this runway's got a flare at the end. It'll make life easier. Alright, folks, here we go. Ooh, we do have some wind. Not too bad so far. I meant to ask you, are you going to try Stalker 2?
Don't know. Haven't considered it.
Well, I'm kind of in the same, but I mean, it looks gorgeous, and you know, I kind of have an idea of what I would be getting myself into, because, you know, Stalker games are brutal. But it's also apparently been having kind of a buggy launch.
Doesn't surprise me.
And Microsoft's just not doing so great this year.
Yeah.
But, and I know I've said this, but just for people that are watching and wondering what we think of it, I'll say it again. When this sim is working, it is unbelievable. Like how good it looks and how well it plays. It's just that the launch was such a disaster.
Servers are still struggling a bit.
Yeah. I mean, you're never going to have super fine detail like GTA 6 level at ground level in this game, but you know, when you start to get to altitude like 1800, well, I'm actually at 2000 right now, but like it's extremely convincing. Alright, we're going to skip to Descent. I'm going to throttle it all the way back. This game has a tendency to put you in stupid positions when you skip to Descent, though. So we will see how that works out.
We see they expect you to fly the whole flight.
If they expected that, why'd they put in the skip option then?
For lazy people.
You calling me lazy, Chonk?
Yes.
Kind of a dick move.
Is it though?
Lima Foxtrot, Quebec, uniform traffic lights here. Lima Oscar Echo 5, for 901 miles, north 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 0, being right.
Alright, come on. I'm trying not to apply too much power here, but... I am not working the rudder at all, guys. What you're seeing there is side slip from the wind. really not ever much need to work the rudder in a 172. Thing flies so damn easy. Alright. This will bring us parallel to the runway. Alright. I mean, we're very nearly on idle throttle right now.
Lima Fox Truck, Quebec Uniform Traffic Lights Air. Lima Oscar Echo 559 is on the final runway 088 right Titanic.
This is paved, okay. I don't know how the game's going to rate that landing. I mean, I didn't bounce or anything, but it also wasn't the smoothest touchdown in the world.
Because they have rep disabled, I've got master rank hauling missions.
How much do those pay?
I'm looking at one that pays 147k.
For how much cargo?
Let's see. 82 SU of aluminum to Seraphim, 61 SU of aluminum to Everest, 171 SU of tungsten to Tressler, and 19 SCU of Corona to Bajini.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's approximately 400 SCU of cargo.
Something you actually need the C2 for.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. There's one that's designed for the whole sea.
Oh, yeah?
111K. Delivers 623 SU of hydrogen to Tressler. Delivers 622 SU of hydrogen to Bajini. Deliver 445 SU of hydrogen to Everest.
Yeah, there's literally only one ship that can take that.
In one run, anyway. I mean, you could fill the C2 and do 3 runs, but... Looking for something I can do in the Nomad.
We'll give this a go. See how... I mean, the contract is for 5,000 credits, so how bad am I going to get robbed on that? Hello, sir. That's a very odd car you've gotten out of.
It's like a Kia of some sort.
Hello, everyone. So today's video is just entirely earlier. Your main passenger, Mr. Stalgo, is on the for a business meeting and needs a short quick transfer to entirely earlier. Please listen to the flight. Make sure the client comes back to us any soon.
Please nail this important flight and make sure the client comes back to us any soon.
Any soon.
It is neat that they simulated rotor downwash. We have entered runway 35. We're climbing the 600 feet. We're skipping to landing. I can't be bothered to put up with these helicopter missions. But they all pay really well. I mean, comparatively, you know, I'm getting robbed like I'm a fucking school child here, but... Oh, and you're still playing Bone Lab, apparently.
According to what?
According to Discord.
Or is that just showing them the activity thing at the top?
Oh, it is the activity thing, okay.
Yeah. Like for me, the activity thing is showing you doing Half-Life 2.
Nope, it's giving me a hold short that's 3,000 miles away.
Nice.
Some ominous looking weather here. That was terrible. It was a success, but it was terrible. All I care about is the money. Show me the money. God, I made one... Jesus fucking Christ. And my rep went down. Yes, this game. I know you have all these great Procedurally generated missions, but none of them pay anything. I'm literally going to try to find something with a Cub Crafter because I'm sick of flying the 172. Oh, that searches airports. Lovely. Look at the specializations real quick. I need one more landing above 50% and I can get cargo missions. Not that I think those will pay any fucking better. Oh, hey, this is a different plane. I'll take it just because it's a different airplane. Chonk has been sucked into a jump tunnel in Star Citizen, I feel.
No, you can't get into them right now, so. Trying to do a cargo mission. But Everest did not give cargo.
Did you ask it nicely?
No, I told her to go fuck itself.
Ah, you threatened it, that's why. Look at this plane, Looney. It's adorable.
Yeah. Little stubby little wings.
Undercover contact here. This newly upgraded captain needs to get to Sussex. The owner's aircraft was in maintenance, and now that it's fixed, he wants it flown back. He's already waiting for it, and his name's Mr. David Patrick. Let's have a safe flight.
Technically, this is a tail dragger.
Entering November traffic by X-ray, Romeo Alpha, 929er, taking off runway 36 west departure.
My flight number's got some flickering problems.
Yeah.
Ooh, this thing is zippy. I like it. All right. Well, that's a bigger airport down there. Does that say G? Yeah, it does. Oh, wait a minute. Let me look at the wing real quick. That's why this is a stunt plane.
I mean, yeah.
I would mess with it real quick, but I'm not sure what the game will do because you know you're supposed to take care of the plane for your customer.
Yeah. Don't want to scratch the paint.
All right. Okay, so that's not too bad. Just gonna skip that part of the traffic pattern. Kind of start seeing where I can push the sim a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You might have stalled it there, bud.
No, it's my controls. Whoa, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened there? This is not a great place to start me, game. That is what we call a go-around.
It's supposed to go around.
That would have been a terrible landing. My ground speed was way too high. Alright, let's line this up and try again. Yeah, I like this a whole lot better. You kidding me? All right, fine. You know what, game? We're just going to put this on the fucking runway. And see how it does. That's what I thought. Got myself in a really bad loop here, Looney.
Yeah, yeah.
Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November traffic light here. X-ray Romeo Alpha 929.
That's a flat spin.
Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November traffic light here. X-ray Romeo Alpha 929er is on final runway tree to land.
All the fails. And that actually ended up being a very smooth landing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not bad.
So that was what, 4 crashes?
5.
Was it 5?
Yeah, yeah.
Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November traffic light here. X-ray.
I hope this flight was not too complicated and that my bird is okay. Welcome to Wantage anyway.
Alright. There's only one thing I really care about in this mission summary. Yeah, 5 crashes. You're not showing me... I guess I get nothing because of all the crashes, huh?
Yeah, like Julian's get paid.
Oh, God! My reputation. Oy. I mean, I got paid a little bit. Not much. We're up to 5,850 credits.
Just another 20,000 to go.
Right? What the hell is this?
It's a grassy hillside, sir.
You can send the
Looks
gas.
quite nice.
Roger that.
I'm sure Chester would love it.
Now he'd try to eat everything.
That's definitely not supposed to look like that, I'm pretty sure.
No.
You got some weird holes in the terrain there.
Yeah, yeah.
Captain, if there's a day made for flying, this is it. For today's flight, you're taking Jessica, one of our friends, and her granny over Barrick. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Captain, you know what to do.
Five Papa Alpha 1 traffic by tear Alpha Kilo Foxtrot 610 is taxiing to runway 24.
You appear to be rolling backwards, sir. High rate of speed.
I'm Jessica. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown. Hey, I'm Emily, Jessica's grandma.
What the fuck?
Pleasure to meet you.
I would have to skip. This thing can't climb this hill.
5 Papa Alpha 1 traffic by tear Alpha Kilo Foxtrot 610 taking off runway 24 departure to the east.
What
This
is
somebody's ranch?
what is this madness? Yeah, like we're just taking off from somebody's fucking backyard right now.
Wow. This is quite a feeling.
Wheel out of the runway. What runway, you assholes? All right.
Flying over our beloved region at sunset must make you feel on top of the world. Definitely need to book that someday.
There we go. Some mighty pretty farmland down there. If you look out the right window, you see Chonk's tobacco field.
It's so
Yeah.
here. So peaceful.
And if you look close enough at the field, you probably see Chonk riding his tractor and shaking his fist at us.
Damn, these time machines.
Relax, Jessica. You're gripping the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
Yeah, the turbulence is not great right now.
This is so much more amazing than I expected.
All right. Let's throttle it back.
You okay? Not scared? I'm too excited to be scared.
I wonder what that is sticking up in that town. I wonder if that's something that's really there. If we're getting some of those weird obelisk airs.
It's probably obvious.
I wish we could see places you know, but also discover some you've never been to, Granny. Sure. Look! The Earth is unfolding before our eyes. I love it.
Okay, then. These AI passengers have some of the dumbest comments.
Yeah.
Oh! Here's Luzerne County. I wasn't prepared to feel this emotional about the view. Everything down below looks so tiny.
Yeah, the game is definitely obelisking again. Either that or this one town just has one giant skyscraper for no reason. Concentration face on right now. Okay. Can we be done with this orbit now?
You know that movie where the wizard flies around on a giant eagle? This is like that. Except the wizard didn't wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, Looney, I'm looking at the name of the airfield now that I'm back on course. It is definitely somebody's farm. It says Broach Personal Use.
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell everyone back home about this.
Really pretty river. I should have made a note of exactly where we are. This would be good to just fly around. Except for that damn wind.
The view, it really is a whole new world.
I don't like what I'm seeing here. Does this place have an entry pattern, or is this a straight in? Because if it's a straight in, this is going to be a cluster.
What's going on, Emily? You've been pretty quiet. Just enjoying the moment. Flying over our own place is amazing.
Welcome back, aviators.
Totally.
Are you okay, Jessica?
So do
Ready
I.
to give it a go again?
So exhilarating. Great time from start to finish. Thanks, Captain.
All right. How goes the cargo hauling, Chunk?
I'm playing so wait.
Oh,
It would not give me my cargo.
PS5 Stellar Blade, right?
Yeah, the only one.
I saw that it announced the release date for the PC port. I just didn't pay attention to when it was.
It's interesting too.
There's a regular airport over there. Why couldn't we have taken off and landed from there? Oh god, no, I don't like this. This is sketchy as fuck.
Five Papa, Alpha 1 traffic by tear. Alpha Kilo Foxtrot 610 is on final runway 6 to land.
Stall. 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 Stall.
What's that weird jolt? Are we going down?
Yeah, this whole runway situation is sketchy as fuck on landing.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking hillside.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Still pretty bumpy.
Listen, passenger lady, I got enough going on without you talking about it being bumpy.
That landing! Scary stuff.
I believe you've got what it takes to bounce back and make it right. I'm sure our guests had a thrill over their home region anyway.
That was a fucked up landing situation. Oh, I did make almost 1,600 credits from that. We're up to 7,400 credits. I'm going to take a break, Chad. I'll be back in a minute. All right. 7,430 credits.
That's a start.
Right. Ah. Well, that's not right. Number of career missions completed, 0.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish it showed how much money I had made in career. That's kind of what I was looking for. Because I'm wondering if I've even made 25K, total. All right, let's see what's over here. Unfortunately, all the really well-paying missions are fucking helicopter missions.
Might just have to get good at flying a helicopter, buddy.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm actually gonna try something with this flight.
Ground service, this is flight FAG 410 parking 1. Clear to start passenger boarding. Receive, Captain. We're proceeding. Fly safe.
Okay. Ah, yes, the dead, vacant stare of my AI passengers.
Hi there, ready to leave? Your main guest, Mrs. Martins, needs to catch a flight at Worms. Be punctual, uphold the company standards, and I'm sure the client will just have to enjoy the view. See you.
Strasbourg ground Vitair Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410. Request taxi for departure to the north with Kilo.
Vitair Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410 taxi to helipad number 1 using taxiway. Contact tower on 119.25 when ready.
Taxi to helipad number 1 via taxiway. Vitair Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410. Madam, we are currently in line for takeoff and are expected to be in the air soon. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, why can I not get any throttle here? Taxi speeding, kiss my ass.
Strasbourg Tower by Terre Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410 ready at helipad 1 departure to the north.
Okay, ATC didn't even tell me I could take off right there.
Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410. Placeholder.
Captain,
Strasbourg
I've
Tower
got a
by
ton of
Terre
calls tonight,
Foxtrot
so
Alpha
I'll be
Golf
talking a lot.
410
Hope that's cool
continue
with
for
you.
north departure.
Yes, it's Marie. I'm on my way. Just calling to confirm I'll be there in just over, 52 minutes. The ride on the chopper won't take long, so don't start without me.
Well then.
Hey, Mom, I'm in the middle of a flight. Mom, I'm 33.
What is
Yes,
this?
I had my breakfast.
What is this nonsense?
You really want to know what I ate? Mom, I gotta go. I'm in a helicopter.
It depends.
not
What
in
is
a
that
hotel.
nonsense?
She's on the phone talking to her mom about, Mom, I'm 33. Of course I ate my breakfast.
By Terre Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Strasbourg Tower by Terre Foxtrot Alpha Golf 410
Hi,
frequency
Madam.
change.
Marie on the phone. Yes, I can speak now. It's a bit noisy, but... Can you hear me? Yes. Hello? Yes, can you? Damn. I'll call you back, okay?
Stop trying to make phone calls from a helicopter, you silly woman.
Just checking in. Oh, sorry. I thought. Okay, call you back at the airport. Love you.
Man, lots of people with swimming pools down there. Or, well,
Nice neighborhood.
or I don't know. Maybe that's not supposed to be swimming pools, but it sure as hell looks like it.
Good morning, Sandrine. You okay? I'll be soon in Worms. Yes. And lunch tomorrow. You in?
I'll
Awesome.
be soon in Worms.
Can't wait.
That's a statement.
Right.
I don't think that's how road construction works.
Hi, sorry for the background noise. I'm in the plane. He will be joining the meeting too, yes. I'll share the presentation with them. Just grab those files on my desk and send it to the legal
call.
department. Good.
You okay there, bud?
Give me a shout out when they arrive in Worms too. See you. Hey, boss, I'm great. I'm heading to the meeting. Thanks for the private chauffeur. Okay, I'll download this update as soon as I'm at the hotel. Okay, yes, I'm a 100% ready.
Yes, I'm a 100% ready.
My assistant is already aware. Sure, keep me posted. Catch you later.
I feel like this lady could have made just as good a time by driving a car. Especially if she drove at bit speed. Oh yeah, were you actually serious about that monitor? Ah, must have had a phone call. There's some foreboding-looking clouds. Really feel like we need an in-flight movie or something.
Back.
Welcome back. Were you serious about that monitor, by the way?
I mean, not for anywhere near retail.
Okay. I'll let Todd know then. He said he got it by mistake.
Got it by mistake.
Yeah.
Is he one of those people from the math problems?
I've known him since I was 6 years old. I can totally see how he would do something like that. My buddy Mikey from college is considering coming down to go to that Linkin Park concert with us.
Oh, so you can give the ticket to somebody.
I mean, we'll get rid of that ticket. If it comes down to it, I'm quite sure there'll be somebody at the show that wants the ticket. In which case, we can charge them a lot of money for it. I mean, I'm not worried about being stuck with that ticket at all. Especially not considering that it's a floor ticket.
Right. With extra stuffs.
Yeah, like we won't be stuck with it. It's just a matter of I would like it if, you know, one of our friends was able to go with us instead of just pawning it off to some random person outside the show.
Right.
$51 miles ago. I am going to fly this entire helicopter flight and see how much I get paid for it.
How many miles?
50 nautical miles to go. But we're going to be here for a minute. Like I said, I think you were on the phone. I feel like this lady might have made better time if she had just driven bit speed.
Right.
Although this is helping. It's given me a lot of good practice at maintaining altitude and speed with a helicopter. Oh, look. A traffic circle. Lady, why couldn't you have taken a plane?
How much more you got to go?
43.
Jesus.
I mean, it is a sim,
Yeah?
and I'm simming my way along right now. Okay, coming up on 40. Yeah, definitely could have used an in-flight meal or something in this flight. Yeah, even if it was like the old Tiny Toons cartoon. Would you like brown lumps with gray sauce or gray lumps with brown sauce?
All right.
Megan does not remember that cartoon. She looks at me like I'm crazy anytime I reference it.
I vaguely remember it.
I don't think her mom let her watch a lot of cartoons when she was growing up, so... And I know Greenie didn't watch a lot of cartoons. Greenie watched Star Trek. Have you ever seen the old Star Trek cartoon?
Nope.
Oh, God, it is. It is painful. And it had some episodes that made even less sense than the original 60s TV show.
Of course.
Like, there's one where they found a planet where everybody was aging backwards. And it's kind of like, okay, you're ignoring, like, the like, where did these people come from? Did they just appear out of thin air as, like, octogenarians? And then, what happened? They just devolve back into a baby and then, like, shrink down into an egg?
Yeah, probably.
The animation, it was like Scooby-Doo style, where, like, the eyes there was no whites to their eyes. At least that woman finally stopped making phone calls from the helicopter cockpit.
Maybe she ran out of dialogue.
I think that's probably what happened. Alright, getting close. Coming up on 30 nautical miles. Over halfway there. It was 70 when we started.
Just gotta keep on swimming.
Just keep botting, just keep botting.
What's going on? This is getting scary.
It's just a little turbulence, don't worry. Turbulence gonna happen. This looks like we've been plowing these fields in Farm Sim. Just left random ass trees in the middle of everything.
So Bippus has been plowing those fields.
Yes. I'm sorry, I did not mean to imply that your attention to detail was that bad.
All right.
What really kind of sucks about this is that I've had my stick pushed forward as far as it'll go the whole flight, and it's actually starting to make my arm hurt. Because you have to push the cyclic forward in order to make the helicopter go forward.
Yeah.
And I've yet to really work out what the trim knob does to the helicopter.
Something.
Yes, but I would love to know what that something is. Like, I even took the training on it, and I'm still not sure what it does. Man, that's a pretty looking cloud up there.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much all are.
The self-shadowing was a really big ad.
Yep.
Obsidian Ant actually has had a pretty hilarious video on this game about how it's the best walking simulator ever created.
Yeah, yeah. Suppose you could go for some nice walks.
I mean, anywhere you can land, you can get out. So He did find some cows and noted that there seemed to be some problems with the cow sizes. Like what
Are
looks...
they overly large?
No, they're overly small. Like a full-size cow came up to his chest. Which... I know you've seen plenty of cows. Cows are not that small.
No.
They're delicious, though. On our last trip up to the mountains, we went by a herd of cows in a field, and there was one just absolutely massive one. And God bless Meg, she looks over because that is a big steak walking around out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, 21 nautical miles from... Where the hell is Worms, anyways? I feel like I'm in France somewhere. I mean, you know, aside from the whole French air group thing on the helicopter. Worms just feels like the kind of thing that the French would name a town.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll say this is a very good podcast game. Since Megs has been out of town the last couple nights, I've very much enjoyed listening to some casual criminalists while I do missions. And messing around in Elite too, now that they finally cleared up the power play hang-up that was keeping my character from ticking over. They have really expanded how you can earn merits, and there's some nice rewards from your factions. In fact, if you get up to a high enough cost, you don't have a rebuy anymore if you're in territory controlled by your faction.
Yeah.
And I bet you I know how Sai is making a shitload of money right now in that game, because if you, have you ever messed with the black box and escape pod recovery mechanics?
Nope.
Well, you take it back to a contact at stations and sell them. And there's scaling percentage increases on payouts for those, the higher rank you get with your power. So I'm willing to bet our sneaky little cyborg pirate is skulking around battle sites, scooping up escape pods and selling them.
Yeah, probably.
Like the sneaky little pirates that she is. I can't be a pirate in that game. Because I like big ships too much, and the pirate factions tend to not hang out at big space stations.
Like little outposts.
Yeah, you know, places where I can't land a Corvette. I wonder when Meg's dad's going to be home. Let's see what kind of cool technology stuff he found this year.
Right.
Like, that IAPA conference that he goes to every year in Florida looks neat. Where they show off all the new arcade machines and gadgets for stuff, you know, places like Sports Connection or Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
So he's sent me some in the years past. He's sent me some videos of some wild shit. They've always been very hard to see because he has an iPhone, and you know how Apple is about fucking messaging Android phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I got on her nerves last night. She was really proud of herself because we're talking about going to Williamsburg and the Outer Banks for spring break. And she had gotten online and she was like, oh, my AI made me this really nice itinerary thing, and, you know, here it is. And I was looking at it, I was like, honey, did your AI make that or did Google Chrome make that? And she goes, well, it happened in Chrome, but I thought it was my AI. I was like, nah, that was Gemini.
Yeah.
They have their AI on their new phones activated, but none of them know exactly what it does. I'm like, maybe you should watch a video or read about it.
You know, maybe look into it.
Or maybe Apple should have done what Google does and been like, hey, welcome to your new AI. Here's a tutorial and a whole bunch of info.
Would have been smart. Would have been smart.
Like, there's literally an app that came on the Pixel 9 called Pixel Tour. Yeah, that looks very French down there, that town.
Oh, yeah.
I can practically smell the baguettes. I wonder if Prof is down there.
Who knows?
I miss hearing that man's accent. I don't miss him following me around the Minecraft servers and trolling me.
No.
Again, that one where I thought I had gotten away from everybody, and I come out of my castle the next day and he's built a giant stone cock with spider webs coming out of it.
That tracks.
That was the same server where Mike went on a rampage with all the spawning tools when he was stacking zombies and shit on top of bats.
Oh, yeah. It was a good time.
Coming up on 10 miles, I should start having to deal with ATC soon.
Hello, madam. I'm Mrs. Martin. Wanted to check my reservation. No, everything's okay. I should arrive as scheduled. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for your help.
Oh, she's back. She's on the phone again. I guess she woke up from her coma.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I see a wind farm ahead. a wind farm that's animating at like quarter frame rate.
What
Stream.
is this, Pokemon?
I would be doubtful if those are showing up on stream in any kind of way that you can make out what they are right now. Unless you have it full screen.
Now I do. Yeah, full screen, they're visible.
The blades are kind of leaving after images. That almost looks like FSR artifacts.
You have FSR on?
No. I did not. I'm just commenting that that kind of like ghosting effect is what I would expect from FSR.
Yeah.
There's all the ATC stuff. All right, where are we landing?
Yes.
Well, you know, I figured you were going to say that, but I mean, we're 2 miles out, and I don't see any landing lights for a runway for an airstrip right now. So I'm wondering if this is just a random helipad somewhere.
Probably. There are plenty of them.
Yes, there are. They make it a little hard to see on the world map sometimes.
Used to be able to filter out.
You can filter them out, actually.
Just the helipads?
Pretty sure. There's the airfield.
Madam, seatbelts are securely fastened as we prepare for our arrival. Thank you.
Nope, nope, nope. Ah. That is one beat up runway.
Yeah, you could use a little bit of work. Just a smidge.
Could I announce my taxi, please? Okay, game. Well, this is not my fault, but you're going to penalize me for it anyways.
Madam, welcome to Worms. Local time is 10:40 a.m. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Make sure you take all your belongings with you when you leave. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing.
You reckon the helicopter actually has a seatbelt sign?
Seeing you again, and wish you a pleasant stay at Worms.
Probably.
But I'm in a hurry now. Gotta pick up the pace.
if I did the skip right there, I was going to crash, so. It's fine. Flew 99% of that flight. That's a lot of XP. And hey, look! I made, yep, no skip bonus, plus 2,900 credits.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I'm level 19. Why not? This will be a good one to end the stream on. And it's a plane, which means it won't be as frustrating.
Pain in the ass.
Okay, good. We've got a real airstrip. That car looked like it was in bad shape. All right.
Hi, it's Laurent, the maintenance manager. Thanks for taking care of this ferry flight. Today's task is to fly this 172 Skyhawk up to Freiburg/Breisgau as soon as possible. Now that it's repaired, the owner needs her aircraft flown back to a field near her place.
Okay.
Mrs. Spinosi, the owner, is expecting you at
Oh,
the destination.
Mrs. Spinosi, the owner.
Treat this aircraft like a newborn baby.
Sounds like she might be Italian, which means mafia, which means I better not fuck up. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lima Foxtrot, Quebec Uniform, Traffic Biter, X-Ray Foxtrot, Charlie Tree 10 is taxiing to runway 08 right.
Lovely hold short, guys. Lovely.
Lima Foxtrot, Quebec Uniform, Traffic Biter, X-Ray Foxtrot, Charlie Tree 10, taking off runway 08 right south departure.
All right, this will climb out to 1,300, huh? There we go. See, this is so much nicer than a helicopter. I've got the plane trimmed up. I've got 0 vertical. Well, I did until that wind caught me, but you know,
Yeah.
it's nice. Just set the trim and the throttle and although really we're not cruising that much faster than the helicopter was. Anything on the hot fix yet, or?
Not that I've seen. They may not do anything this weekend.
Yeah, I was thinking at this point they're probably going to be content to just let everything else run and see. But at least performance is improved in the pyro stations. What about the elevators of death?
Slightly better. Still problematic though.
Just noticed something. Does this plane... yeah. No passenger seat. I wonder how much further these ferry flights are going to get with some of the other planes. Like the TBM could make this 52-mile flight in, what, like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Because I think that thing cruises somewhere like 300 knots. I'm interested in like the heavy cargo and stuff too. The one thing I'm not really interested in is actual airliner missions, because airliners are a ball ache to fly.
It could be fun to do a couple.
Yeah. It'd be more fun if you could actually like co-op fly the plane. Then I could literally be like, Chonk, take over. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and get a snack.
Right.
And then I could pretend I got food poisoning from the shrimp cocktail they were serving, and you'd have to fly the rest of the flight. Looney is not as amused at that as I am.
No.
Did you know there's actual specific aviation rules that the pilot and the co-pilot cannot eat the same meal in flight?
Yeah. Yeah.
.75 FPS. I am absolutely GPU bound. But 4K with everything turned up, 70 FPS is very respectable.
Yeah. Yeah.
This trip is going to take less time than a similar length than the helicopter, though, just because it is easier to maintain a consistent speed.
Right.
I wonder how complicated the search and rescue missions get. Of course, that's going to be helicopter shit. Coming up on 40.
Oracle's got a hell of a beard.
Who does?
The dude in Zion.
Oh. Yeah, he does. Took me a minute to remember you were playing Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
Do. Throttle that back just a little bit. Let's change that trim then. sudden rapid... Well, if I had caught it, it would have been a sudden rapid loss of altitude. So how far are you in that game?
It's almost time to go to space, it seems.
Ah. Space. That's a fun level. If I remember correctly, when I got into the lobby of the space elevator, if you ignore some of the objectives for a minute and poke around, I think I found some pretty good upgrades. There's also some shit in there that will fuck you up. Have you seen all this shit that's going on about Elon Musk's Diablo 4 run?
No?
He apparently, like, massacred, like, one of the hardest in-game activities in the game solo in under 2 minutes. And people are like, yeah, there's something sketchy going on with your build there, buddy.
Just a little.
When does the man have time to play that much Diablo?
Good question. He's always playing in the dark, too, by the looks of it.
Yeah, just like a little troll just sitting there. Alright, 25 miles to go. And maybe I can grease this landing too, because I have not been doing well at landings today.
Yeah, a little bit of a struggle.
I mean, I'm not going to claim responsibility for that bullshit in the field, but... Oh, come on. You know that was sketchy as fuck. That's interesting. Look at this river down here. That 1, 2, 3, 4... Wonder if that's man-made.
Probably.
Okay, turbulence, calm down. Freiburg, Briscoe. That looks like a canal. I can see ahead of me. This is actually kind of peaceful.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, should be getting ready to hand off to ACC in the next couple minutes. And then we'll just have to set up for final.
And not botch the landing.
Yep. Easier said than done. My dad always said you could teach any idiot to take off. It's the landing that's the hard part.
That's true. True.
I've heard horror stories about what he was like as a flight instructor. I'm glad he never taught me to fly. Like, he purposely made one of my mom's friends sick on a flight while she was getting her pilot's license.
Really?
Yeah, he did it so that she would know what it was like to be sick and then still have to fight through operating the plane. And when she did her solo check ride, he was apparently in the plane with her, and when they got out to the hold short, he hopped out and said, "I'm going to go have lunch. Try not to kill yourself." If you ever wonder where I get some of my propensity for being a complete asshole from,
Yeah.
it was that man.
So your mom didn't seem the type.
She can be. She's just the old Southern lady, version of it.
Yeah.
Like, she'll sound all polite and nice, and you look at her face, and you're like, oh. All right. Besides, my mom would probably just poison your cornbread.
Not cornbread.
God, I can't remember which one it was. So there was some casual criminalist, and the guy that they were talking about, he's a mobster, and his preferred way of killing people was to take them out to dinner, and then when they weren't paying attention, he would sprinkle crystallized pure cyanide on their food.
Well then.
I mean, pretty foolproof method. That's gonna fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Right, are you gonna decide I've arrived yet? Yep, there it is.
Echo Delta Tango Foxtrot, traffic by tear, X-ray Foxtrot, Charlie Tree, 105 miles northwest, 2,400 feet inbound to land runway tree 4.
You bitch.
Did it just crash?
I'm waiting to see if it recovers, but it looks like it.
Yikes.
Yep, there it goes. Mother of God. All right, well, I think on that note,
Yeah.
then I'll see you guys tomorrow because that was really annoying.
Yeah.